Well, you know what they say, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. That's what's happening in Burkina Faso. The Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, Prime Minister Ouedraogo, has given an interview on the national television of Burkina Faso, Burkina 24, yesterday night. That was an hour and a half long. Now, Prime Minister Ouedraogo has raised a lot of things from the questions that has been directed from the journalists. There were two journalists, but amongst them, there's one thing that Prime Minister Ouedraogo has revealed, that Burkina Faso is going to nationalize more industrial mines. That is it. There you go. Okay, that's one. Secondly, we are going to also update you the ones that Burkina Faso and Russia has signed in terms of, contract, giving a contract for Russia for gold mining. Another one is we are going also to look at the foreign ministers of the Sahel states, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, have signed with Morocco to get access for a seaport. And lastly, we are going to look at also the support that Burkina Faso is getting from its diaspora, namely in Italy. Hello, I am Mahlet, Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. Now let's dive into it. This is the interview that Burkina Faso's Prime Minister gave last night on their national television. I'll just let you to listen a little. It's all in French. I'm going to put it also on my channel. You can use, with the automatic translation and listen to it.
Et surtout notre conviction et notre engagement à réformer en profondeur notre pays, à ramener de la sécurité et surtout à ouvrir de meilleures perspectives pour les jeunes burkinabés.
Alors, défi.
Yeah, so they seem more committed than any time. They are not going to Burkina Faso. It shows, in short, that the Burkina Faso government is not intimidated by what is going on from the world. I mean, he's a man that now not only Africans or Black people are looking at. He's a man that's watched globally, and it seems that he knows the weight that he's carrying, meaning him and his administration. So in terms of gold mining, we all know that Burkina Faso has introduced a new mining code as of last year in 2024, and it has enforced those who are mining, the foreign companies in Burkina Faso, to accept and sign that new mining code that will give more percentage of share for the government. Now, in line to that, there were some who are offended, there were some who were intimidated, but all in all, they say that they have seen, the Prime Minister Ouedraogo in his interview said that they have seen more success, and it allowed the country to do more things with the benefits that they have got by nationalizing their gold. So they are going to continue to nationalize. And just to give you a background, in Burkina Faso, we have gold, zinc, copper, manganese, phosphate, limestone, all these industrial minerals. Also, as a reserve, you have to know that Burkina Faso has diamond, bauxite, nickel, and vanadium, but these are more reserve minerals which are not exploited, thank God, not yet at least. Now, so to take this is first of all, what the government did is they have set up a new company which is named as Société, it's a French Société de Participation Minière du Burkinabé. So the acronym is known as SOPAMIB. Now this SOPAMIB helped the government to gain a control of, for example, two industrial gold mines in Burkina Faso, and these were Endeavour Mining, which is from Austria. I mean, it's a London-listed company. I mean, those companies, they can register them anywhere, but when you dig, you find them. All of them are, French people. And then you have also an Australian one, which is called I Am Gold. Now, the aim of the aim of nationalizing more industrial mines in Burkina Faso, beside gold, is first of all to take control of more foreign-owned industrial mines. That is one, and because simply also the government is seeking, for a bigger share of their own natural resource. That is, one thing, because they want to be in control of their own natural resource. They cannot be, sitting and watching while these foreign companies are reaping the benefit of these natural resources. Now, the Sahel states in general, including Burkina Faso, have revised their code, or their mining code, last year. So these are Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. So SOPAMIB, this new organization that is or companies that's set up by the government of Burkina Faso, ever since it was created, it has allowed for the government to get gain of or control of, for example, the industrial gold mines owned by the Endeavour Mining, as I said, which is a London listed mining. And then also it has now, for example, the government plans to further expand control over its resources. So the setup of this new company was important. Also, the success of SOPAMIB is 2 industrial mines that are found in Bongu and Wahmion. These are places in Burkina Faso. These gold mines, they are all scattered in the country. So there are all the places, it has names where those gold mines are found. Now, according to the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso, the government reform of introducing new mining code has worried, he's using really a very modest word, has worried investors. He better say this was really it kind of became as a surprise. They didn't expect. They thought that they are going to continue looting Burkina Faso forever. So he said it has worried some investor, but despite that, he said change is needed, and this is because to maximize the revenue of the company, to maximize the revenue that they are getting from their natural resource. That is one. Secondly, it's also to reboot their economy. So, for example, the gold prices, he said that the Prime Minister has increased in the past 25%, actually, just in 1 year. And this is due to, one, its geopolitical instability. Second, also because of the US new President Donald Trump's erratic trade policies. So the gold price has increased by 25%. Now, Burkina Faso's government, by being in control of their natural resource, or by having more share of their natural resource, more ownership, that will allow them, because in the new mining code, there are also policies that says, they will decide the price rates that these companies who are extracting the gold were only the one who was entitled to set that price, and just setting 80 cents, just here it is, 80 cents they were throwing to the Burkina Faso government or to the nation, while they were selling it, thousands of times of what they are giving to the Burkina Faso government. So the Burkinabé government has now raised that to 200. I don't know whether it's in dollars or in UR per watt. Was it per gram? So it was a huge difference it has shown. So if the government did not imagine this, did not introduce that new mining code, then even if the price of the gold is rising in the world, government of Burkina Faso would not have had benefited from this. Okay, so that is one benefit. And what happened is after they are now in control of their own natural resource, the production under the current government, that is since 23, after Ibrahim Traore took over, Burkina Faso has been able to produce 57 tons of gold since 2023. And there are these two companies. One is IAM Gold, and then the other one is West African Resources. Both are foreign companies, but they have accepted the new mining code that's introduced by the Burkinabé government. Now, this new mining code, what it does is also, this new company that is set up by the Burkina Faso government, SOPAMIB, that is the acronym name. What it's going to do is, first of all, it's composed of, unlike before, it's composed of its own national expertise, Burkinabé's on board. They are included there as expertise, and also there are local suppliers in it. So this is by itself, it may seem that when I just say, okay, this company is composed of local suppliers and national expertise, this is very, very revolutionary idea. What these governments, the one who were just errand boys for the previous colonial powers, were not able to do. So this is a very, very revolutionary thing. So thanks to Ibrahim Traore. So as I said, when the tough gets going, the going gets tough. So Ibrahim Traore, or Burkina Faso, under the administration and or under the leadership of Burkina Faso, is getting tough and showing that it's not going to be intimidated by all this, foreign powers that are trying to throw the government. 20 coup d'etats only in the past, 48 months, or ever since he came to power, and as assassination attempts, and many that the government is, not everything is told to the public. These 20 of them are the ones that the government told us and have gave statements on them. And there are many also that that they don't tell you. Now I want to tell you, I want to introduce to you or show you the new penal codes. The new penal codes, mining codes that the government has introduced. So that you see what it is. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to read it for you. Okay, in terms of, first of all, this is major. Now, the new mining code requires the mining company to transform or complete beneficiation of the mineral production in country within the national territory of Burkina Faso up to a certain proportion of such mineral production, which threshold is fixed depending on the nature of the mineral substances by simple regulation, and therefore does not require any amendment to the mining code. Now, state ownership of mining companies, hear this. The local ownership and control of mining companies will also be reinforced through the ability of the state of Burkina Faso to acquire ownership and take control of all of the parts of the share capital of mining companies in case of disposals of share in mining companies. Now, the new mining code not only maintains the right of the state to own a non-contributing or free carried shareholding interest up to 15% in the mining company holding an exploitation or mining permit. And then another one, look, it also allows the state to own a further contributing shareholding interest up to 30% in the same mining company or to allocate it to the national private sector, which means investors of Burkinabé nationality without any further precision regarding the condition of allocation, distribution, or transfer of such shareholding interest. Now, if you add up this, look, 15%, first of all, you have to know that this is from, it used to be before the new mining code, it used to be just 5% for the government. Now it has now risen totally 50%. And I tell you the breakdown for that. 50% because now the government has this non-contributing shareholder directly with any permit that they are giving to any mining contractor. And then the second one is 30% is given those who, investors, or maybe the government want to invest, so the government will buy a share, or private sectors who wants to buy a share in these foreign companies. Okay, so now the 30 and 15 become 45%, right? Now the other 5% is, it also enforces for the subcontracting to be given to local companies, local contractors for extracting that are used the labor, that they are using the local labor and everything. So if you add up all this, so the percentage, the ownership of the percentage that will contribute, that the contribution that comes from this gold or any mineral mining is rising to 50%. Okay, this is how it has changed in terms of increasing the ownership of the government of their natural resources. That was it as far as the first part is concerned. Now, moving on, I will share with you that the government of Burkina Faso has signed a contract with the Russian government for a new mining, for gold mining in Burkina Faso, and it's called Nord Gold. It's a Russian company, so it's given a permit by the Burkina Faso government. Where was it? I want to share it with you. Hold on a second. Yeah, so let me just share it because it's important for me to bring you an evidence. So we will look at, we read it through together. Okay, so yeah. Burkina Faso has granted an industrial mining license to Russian miner Nord Gold for a gold project in Burkina Faso. And this is, of course, the new gold deposit located. The place is located in Kuruego province of Burkinabé, the Burkina Plateau Central region, and it covers 52.8 square kilometers, that is 20.4 square miles within the exploration license area held by Gilbey Burkina, which is now owned by Nord Gold. So Nord Gold, by the way, it has permit already in other regions of Burkina Faso. Now, the Council of Ministers said late Thursday that the new mine was expected to yield approximately 20.2 metric tons of gold in 8 years lifetime. I think that's enough for this, but I want to reflect on that. When I read this, what I thought is that, okay, like the Burkina Faso government is fighting these foreign gold mining companies just to invite another one, Russia. I mean, or is it better for Burkina Faso to have Russia than the other Western companies? So I think the answer is yes, because Russia do not have the same relationship, which is it's not exploiting in Africa. I mean, at least countries have, from what we hear from the leaders, they have a better say and they can negotiate. And also in terms of security, that's more strangled by the Western company, by the Western government. Now they have realized to diversify their relationship with others as well, and they are seen as equal partners. They are not exploited, and they are accepting these companies that are coming, whether it's be it from Russia or I don't know, from UAE or Iran, all these new centers, new power centers, or new alternative power centers in the world. They are not treating Burkina Faso or any other country in Africa the same way that the West have been looking at Africa. They will bring their NGO or whatever and then tell you they bring their company, they bring their military, all these things. But now this is not the same thing when it comes to Russia or other countries, at least as far as, I mean, at least so far, let's say that it's safe to say that. So also for Burkina Faso, in terms of security, it's better to have Russia as a partner. Also there's this ongoing terrorism that they are fighting, terrorism in their country. Not only terrorism, they're fighting also in general the West, who like France and the United States, to be specific. They're trying to throw away, Burkina Faso's leadership. And we have seen General Michael Langley recently, after making that false accusation of Ibrahim Traore. Now he's in Ivory Coast, who is infamously known to be a historical betrayer of Burkina Faso, or historical traitor of Burkina Faso. It has been, a historical enemy of Burkina Faso. So the leadership I'm talking about, not the people. Let me make that clear. So this is the new development in Burkina Faso. Now I'm going to move on the third one, which is Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. As you all know, the Sahel states are landlocked countries, and they have been trying their alternatives to get through Benin, through Ghana, and now they are invited, or kind of, the Moroccan government has initiated for them to have access of the Atlantic port of Morocco, for their import and export. We all know, if you remember, what Niger has experienced in Benin. It has been, backstabbed by Benin, the Benin's government, after it has, allowed them. They say that they can use their port, but then Benin government has allied, or maybe that was also the secret plan behind. And then just when it was about to export, to send its crude oil to China using the Benin's port, the Benin's government said no. So that was a huge backstab, because more than 2,000 kilometers of pipeline was constructed. Imagine the cost of that. Niger got that through loan from China, that will be paid from the sale of their crude oil. After all what they have gone through, now they have got, the Moroccan government allowed them to use their port. They said, I don't think they should, here is my 2 cents on that. It's not ideal for the Sahel states to put all their eggs in one basket. So they also have to find other alternatives. I remember that the Ghanaian government, even during Nana Akufo-Addo, because they want, by the way, it's not because they're sympathetic, because it is it's a trade. They want the money. I mean, when these countries, the Sahel states, use the ports in the neighboring countries, it's not for free, by the way, it's a trade. So they want to get that trade off. So they're inviting them for that. So I remember the concerned party or authority in Ghana was saying that they are ready to work with the Sahel states, to use the port. So now, even more so under the leadership of John Mahama, Burkina Faso has a good relation with Ghana, also all the Sahel states through that, because now it's a confederation. So they have to find their alternative, not everything 100% on with the port in Morocco, not 100% in with the port of Ghana. So they have to use different ports in the neighboring country, as far as the situation allows them. Last but not least, we are approaching 30 of April. It's a great day because there is this movement of support for Captain Ibrahim Traore worldwide, that the Africans worldwide are going to show their support for Ibrahim Traore, and saying with hashtag Hands of Africa, hashtag Walk with Ibrahim. That's a new hashtag introduced by the Economic Fighters League. So in all this, you may ask, where is the people of Burkina Faso? Why don't, the other day I was, I don't know what I was reading, but I was on LinkedIn and I saw this because I do also check my link for, I don't think one topic from one source. So I see different forces, whether it's be it X or research papers. So on LinkedIn, there was this question or this discussion was raised that we don't hear, it's only the non-Burkinabé, Africans outside of Burkina Faso and outside of Africa that are making noise supporting Ibrahim Traore, but we don't hear the Burkinabés. First of all, one ill thought on that is that they speak French, so you don't really get to hear them or read them, if you are an English speaker. So if you are a French speaker, then you will see on platforms, then, the Burkinabés talking about and writing and commenting and supporting their government. And let me remind you that also it is the Burkinabés that came in the middle of the night to support their president, when they hear that there was a coup d'etat, because they couldn't even hold it until the government publicly talked about it. So speaking of that, so I want to tell you that there was a government authority in Italy and the Burkinabé diaspora there, they made their government authority. Let me just try to see. Where was it? So the Burkinabé diaspora in Italy, they said that, quote, we reaffirm our unwavering support for the president of Burkina Faso and the government, as it is customary during, the visit abroad. The Minister of Foreign Affairs, Regional Cooperation, Burkinabé abroad. His name is Karamaoko Jean-Marie Traore. He met with the Burkinabé diaspora living in Italy. This happened on Sunday, 27th of April in Rome. So there was a highly mobilized compatriots, and the diaspora gave a comprehensive presentation on the major advances in the country's governance under the leadership of the president of Burkina Faso. And these achievements primarily concern, according to the presentation, that security and development in several sectors ranging from agriculture to industrialization, infrastructure, all various, sectors. So that tells you that the Burkinabé diaspora is showing the support to their government. Thank you very much for tuning in. That was it for now. In your updating you what's happening in Burkina Faso. For me, really, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. And that is the signal that the government of Burkina Faso sending by that interview in which the Prime Minister has conducted last night. I will upload it on my channel. Go ahead and check it, please. It's in French, but there's automatic translation for it. Let us know in the comment section, what do you think of it? Support us through our PayPal account and buy me a coffee link. You can find it in the description section. Thank you all for all your support. It's a bye-bye for me for now, and I will see you on the next one. Ciao, ciao.